Welcome back to Classic Britain. Now, that's something I've said for many years, and it's always been something British, but my friend Paul here has encouraged me to sort of branch out into other cars, and he told me about this. This is a super rare Citroen GTI CX Turbo. I don't know how many of them are left on the road, but it's very, very few. And he said, look, it's been here for 20 plus years. It's worth a go. You should come film it. We're going to try and get it running at some stage. So it'd definitely be worth you coming and looking because, you know, it's something different and it's a barn find. I wasn't really too keen on the idea, but as you can just about see, there are several other cars here. And we didn't actually know about those. But the day before we first came to look at the car, the owner said, there's actually, we got a few Alfa Romeos here as well, and yeah, that kind of guaranteed the deal. So here we are, and we'll take a look at the Alfas very, very soon. But, this car has been here since 1991, 1992, and it has just been stood here for years and years and years. It is actually in exceptional condition, believe it or not. The interior is absolutely fantastic. Sadly, she has suffered a lot of bodywork damage, little dinks and dents. Half the front bumper is gone, of course. Amazingly, these tyres actually hold air. I couldn't even believe it. Oh, those Michelin tyres. Let's have a look. Those are, in fact, Michelin tyres. Oh, no expense spared on this car. So I believe the Turbo was the most powerful one they did, and then the GTI was an optional spec, like top-of-the-line spec. So this is why it's the Citroen GTI Turbo, and you can see these big obnoxious turbo badges. That is pretty darn obvious there. Amazingly, the glass is actually cleaned up really, really well. It looks in good condition. I don't know if these had sun dim, but what they do have, and Hubnut would love this, is the mono wiper. Big singular arm, goes across like that, clean your screen. Looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I did actually get a shot before of us sort of opening the engine bay up for the first time, which we'll do in a minute. We actually have, I believe, these are the original dealer plates on the car. The Forge Motor Corporation, Cookham, probably saying it wrong. There we are. We've got these little spotlights. Those are probably an optional extra. I'm not too sure. I don't know a lot about these. This is really cool, sort of integrated indicator in the front bumper. That looks really cool. Can we have bonnet up a minute, quickly? I don't have a spare hand. I don't have spare two hands. This is the madman who's rescued it. Hello. Johnny, call him. Hit him up. So here we have the engine of the beast, and, well, not really a beast, but still. Here is the not currently beating heart, but maybe in a week or two, may well be beating heart. You can't get more sort of obvious than that, and big old turbo engraved on the rocker cover there, and these look like little sections of radiator hoses, like top hoses, but all line up here. Mechanical fuel injection. People don't realise how advanced Citroen were. I mean, they were decades ahead of everyone else. Rover copied a lot of their stuff. The Citroen DS was a massive inspiration to the P6. God, even that battery looks really old. That looks like a really old battery. Look at little air horns there. Those were maybe an added feature, don't know. Oh, look at that. Is that the original hydraulic fluid touch-up bottle? Oh, it moved a bit. That is as well. Oh, look, Michelin tyre. I don't know if this is an original tyre, but it might be. Don't know. Oh, big spider. Oh God. Yeah. Okay, that was horrifying. Oh, a really big bastard spider just dropped on my hand. Oh God, that was really unpleasant. Oh, I'm not sleeping tonight. Anyway, yeah, looks quite good. Didn't you say some plan of sort of trying to attach something there to hydraulic suspension up?
I'm going to give it a whirl.
You're going to give it a go?
See if we can see how many leaks we can find.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a spider the size of a small child just dropped on my hand, and I am actually very keen to see how much mileage this thing has done. Let's have a little look. God, the door even still pops open like it should. Oh, look at that. You got the single spoke wheel. That's a manual as well. Is it a manual or an auto? Can't really tell. Right, now, I don't know how many owners it's had, but the mileage is 84,000 555 miles. God, look at those gauges. Those are really cool. Is it? It is a manual. Look at that. It is a manual. Oh, that's really cool. These seats are actually remarkably good. They're not even faded. Whether this car's a resto for someone or basically a parts car, definitely worth rescuing out of here. Just look at the lines on this thing. It's absolutely gorgeous. I really do like the SM, and you can see similar lines here. Now, of course, they're not quite as spectacular as the lines of these Alfa Romeos. Yeah, I never thought I would ever be able to do an Alfa Romeo barn find, and there's 3 of them here. We've got this one, which is a 1600 Cloverleaf. We've got 2000 there, and another one back there, which we'll take a look at in just a few minutes. We're going to take a quick look at this one. Oh, look at that. There's the Cloverleaf. I don't know if the Cloverleaf was a special edition or something like that. But I think this is a 1600 end, and of course, twin cam engine, probably twin Webers. We're going to see if we can have a little peek under the bonnet here. Oh, I just love these these Alphas from the 70s. They've all got this the little grille, and oh, they just look lovely. Oh, they're such a beautiful car. It's such a shame they've gotten into this condition, but it happens. It looks like half of it's sort of been covered with this little plasticky sheet to cover up and cover it and protect it, maybe. The car is absolutely red rotten. I mean, you know, that would fall off. But yeah, no, it's a great car for someone who wants a serious resto or parts, of course. Let's have a look inside quickly. See if the door actually opens. Oh, I love this little aerial. They're just such beautiful little cars. I'm still spooked by that spider that dropped on me. I'm not good with spiders, and that was very large. Oh, the door opens. Oh, look at that. That is unbelievable. God, the interior is amazing condition. Oh, wow. That is amazing. Control panel there. The keys are in it. Look at that. The keys are in the ignition. That's unbelievable. I love this. This steering wheel's beautiful. Look at that wood rim steering wheel. And the mileage is 79,201 miles. Probably genuine. God, look at that. Look at the gear stick there. And you got all your gauges. Look, there's your water temperature and your fuel gauge. They're such good little cars. I mean, this is like a proper little racing car, look, for the road. Bucket seats. Oh, that is just fantastic. So behind us is an Alfa Romeo 2000. This is the bigger engine one. All these Alphas have been off the road for over 20 years. They were in a barn previous to this and then moved here, but they have been off the road for a very long time. Let's take a look at the 2000 real quick. So I think this looks like it might be an import because we've got a tiny little number plate. I don't know if it is right-hand drive or left-hand drive. We'll take a look. This is beautiful. This is a really nice, low, sleek car. Look at that. Stunning lines. Oh, I don't know if this one will open. We can try the other door. That side's not going to open. We'll go around the back and try the other side. There's a 2000 badge. Look at that. God, look at the font of that is brilliant. That's really nice. See if this door will open. It does. Oh my, guys, you can't smell this interior. It smells a bit musty, but you can smell the wood and oh. The dash is actually in amazing condition. Look at that, 2000. In big letters, you got your nice wood rim steering wheel. It's actually pretty clean in here. This surprises me actually how good this is inside. God, the rear seats are immaculate. God, look at that. The rear seats are really tidy in it. The front ones aren't too bad either. Oh wow, what's the mileage on this one? Can't tell from here. That's really cool. Twin little sticks there. That's very, very cool. Are these seats leather? No, they're sort of an ambua, but still. Oh, the door handles look really cool. That's a really nice set of door handles. I like the look of that. That's really cool. Finally, have another Alpha. I don't know if this is a 2000 or not. It looks the same as the other one, and it is a small plate, so probably is the same. But we can go to the back and have a look. If there's a 2000 on the boot, we know it's the same. Ooh. This is definitely the worst one here in terms of condition. This one's really, really bad. Anything in the boot? It actually still popped up. That's quite funny. Oh my god, that car is toast. Look at it. All rotted through there. I'm sure with another shell someone could rebuild this thing, but this is a 2000. I think it's a 2000, just like that one is.
Very nice.
Have you seen the interior in that? It's really nice.
They're very funky little things. We're extracting.
Oh, now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
It's moving.
It's on the move, okay. We'll have a quick look in here. And then we'll go... Look at the seat covers. From the 70s. Brilliant. Yeah, this is a 2000 as well, I think. Yeah, same interior. Yeah, it is a 2000. It says so on the dash. So we've got two 2000s and a 1600. Very, very cool. Anyway, it's time to extract the Citroen. Here it is. The Citroen sees the light of day for the first time in over 20 years. Look at that. Oh, that is brilliant. Do a burnout. Oh.
84,000 miles from new.
84,000 from new. Citroen Turbo. Oh my goodness, that's brilliant. How's she drive? Is she running sweet and
exquisite and incredibly comfortable. In fact, have a seat.
all right, if you insist. Oh wow, those seats are way more plush than I thought they would be. Christ, it's like sitting in a sofa. I can show you the gauges a bit better now that we're out in the light. Oh, this is something. Is that the start? The ignition key's in there. Oh, I've got to show you that. Look at this. The ignition key's down in here. How cool is that? These seats are so plush. I'm actually shocked. I sat in it and you sink about 4 inches when you sit in it. Oh, that's brilliant.
Silencer.
So part of it did fall off, but nothing important.
To be fair, it's, you know, that's part of the thing of having a low car.
It wouldn't normally be low if the hydraulics worked.
No, I'm not trying to get the engine to turn.
Sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Sure is,
I think he is planning it.
yeah.
Speed bumps, mate.
Also, you subscribed yet?
No.
It's free, you bastard. I know you're watching. He just does it to irk me. Look, he's laughing at me. That was a great shot until something fell off. It's mad to think this car's been sat for over 20 years and it just rolls perfectly freely. Guess that's a testament to Citroen's engineering abilities. Don't think a P6 would do that. Well, it might. Right, nothing on Classic Britain is new, including the lorry we're going to use to recover this car. Now, this is a ERF. It's well over 20 years old now. And yeah, ERF stands for Edward Richard Foden. Foden, of course, known for building steam lorries. His son realised a future laid in diesel lorries, and Foden was too stubborn to accept that. So Edward went off and made diesel lorries, and consequently founded ERF. ERF were basically pioneers in diesel lorry technology, and yeah, this particular example is an 8-wheeler crane lorry, and yeah, was all redone and restored and repainted not that long ago, because it was actually orange when it first arrived. But there we are. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the lorry. We're here for the Citroen. Now, we are just about to use the crane lorry to lift the Citroen up and place it on the back of the bed. Now, we're using this admittedly pretty overkill sort of jig. So it's 2 crossbars with ratchet straps going down to each corner. Then there's 2 rods per wheel, and these chains stop the rods from sort of splaying outwards. And then the whole thing should just lift up gracefully, which we'll find out in a few minutes. Now, at some stage in the not too distant future, we will be doing a will it run of this car. Will it run after 22 years? But what we will do today is will it wash? we're going to give a car a good clean for the first time in 22 years, and judging by how the glass has come up, other than the rust on the car, this should clean up pretty well. There's not that much damage to the paint except on the boot and the roof area, but I mean, all along these side panels, I think these will clean up quite well. You can actually see the silver here. Now the current owner doesn't want to be on camera, but he said the reason it was actually put in the barn was that they had another one of these, but it was a hideous colour and it didn't have air conditioning. So his wife bought this one, being top of the line turbo GTI, thinking that it would have aircon, and of course it actually didn't. Now they did use it for quite some time. He said it was a very soft car, floats along the road. It was quite quick as well. It's actually a 2.5 litre turbo engine in it. I thought it was a 2 litre, but the engine's actually a descendant of the DS engine with a turbo on it. And he said it was a very fast car, very smooth riding car, drove really nice long distance around town, really nice. Anyway, they got a new modern Citroen and a more modern Citroen, and they just parked this one up, and here we are today. He said he did think about getting it restored, but he said you know, he's just too old now, and he'd rather, you know, it was rehomed to someone who will do something with it. So I will be providing information, probably not in this video but in the next video, about Paul here, to contact him if anyone's interested in purchasing the car to continue the restoration or for spares. Obviously it'll be up and running, we hope, but yeah, anyway, enough waffle. It's time to lift this car up in the air. I'm not going to get directly underneath it, but we will have a little look-see to see how good it is rust-wise. All very exciting. And there she goes. You know what? That doesn't look that bad. Bit of a hole in the floor pan there, but it actually looks respectable underneath. It's not that bad. The bit that fell off is the exhaust there. Yeah, there is a bit of rust on it, don't get me wrong, but it's actually not that bad. That's surprisingly solid, actually. It does need seals and a few little bits, but that's not a complete rot box like I thought it would be. That's surprisingly good under there. Yeah. It's not bad, is it? Is it better than you thought it was? It's better than I thought it would be.
It's hard to tell.
Hard to tell, yeah. Looks quite good though. I will say the Citroens do have an absolutely beautiful, elegant body style. There's you can't argue that. The Citroens are absolutely stunning. I mean, the DS is probably the prettiest four-door car ever made, in my opinion. Definitely. I mean, the Citroen DS is a beautiful car. I'd love to have one. It's not just the money, it's you really need to garage a car like that. The Citroens were prone to leaking, even worse than the P6. They're very complicated. But if you buy a nice one, they're not really any much of an issue.
Put it there, that'll fit.
Now what we're doing is they're just lowering it down on the front first, and then the back will follow shortly afterwards. And touchdown, there it is. And there she is, all loaded. We'll see you in a bit. Right, we are back at base, and now it's time to unload it. We're going to lift this guy up in the air and lower him back down, and then we're going to move it somewhere and get it washed, which should be very entertaining. It's always nice to wash cars that haven't been washed in years and years and years. I said it once and I'll say it again, this thing's actually a lot more solid than I thought it was going to be. It's actually really, really solid. You know, there's a few holes in the floor pan and sills, but it's not bad. You spin me right round is very appropriate here. It's just a shame it's got so many dents in it, isn't it? Be careful of the very shiny BMW here. Do we sort of push it and spin it round in a minute, or? There it is. Do you want me to push it that way a bit, or is it all right? There we go, that'll do, won't it? Just want to make it easier to move it, obviously. Yeah, that'll do. That's perfect. Lower her down. There we go, front is down. And there we go. She's down on the ground, ready to be moved in position for a good old scrub. Right guys, unfortunately we have just run out of time today. We don't unfortunately have the time to clean it, but in the next video you will be seeing us give this thing a damn good wash. Now I have actually scraped a little bit of the algae off, and you can see there is actually some silver shiny paint now and it feels quite smooth, so it's possible this car will actually polish up a little bit, but we'll have to wait and see. Of course in the next video we're going to be doing the most important thing with any barn find: will it run? We're going to get our electrical wizard friend Jay out here, check out all the electrics, set up a separate jerry can and sort of the can of hope as Johnny Smith calls it, and get a new battery on it and just see what happens, and hopefully it should splutter into life. But if you guys know of any interesting barn finds or any interesting cars lying around Cornwall, Devon, anywhere in the UK, do feel free to contact me. Links to my Facebook page, Classic Britain, and my Facebook profile and Instagram and all that will be in the description. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment down below, and until next time, bye for now.